high. That is going to drop down fire, but it will not be there. Devo with an incredible double tap.
Welcome to Rocket News, where we talk about everything Rocket League. It's been a hot minute since I've done one of these, but today something happened that I felt like was up there in the realm of something I want to talk about, and that is Rocket League releasing in China. Now, before we get into all the, details, you could say, I just want to say that there's a train coming by, and you might hear it, you might not. I'm not sure. No, but why is the artwork for Chinese Rocket League like 1000% better? I'll be throwing up screenshots. In fact, the trailer for Rocket League China should be going on right now. I first found out about it from a guy on Twitter named Arto I'll have the tweets linked down below. You can go check it out if you want. You can visit the page, the Chinese page, and all that type of stuff. I'll have the trailer playing in the background right now. And then there's also some artwork that's been shown by Damar Williams, or Dazarin. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think he's a RLRS or a CRL caster, I believe. So I'll have those guys linked down below. But the artwork is just so much cooler than the rest of Rocket League, and it's incredible. So I just wanted to get that out of the way before we get into what I wanted to talk about regarding the rest of Rocket League in China, the pros and the cons. All right, straight into the meat and potatoes of what Rocket League China is going to be. I'm going to give you the facts of what's going on, as well as what I think are some positives, as well as some negatives of having this new formula on Rocket League in China. So first things first, the game is out right this second. All right, as of October 15, 2019, servers are live in China. So if you live in China, you can play the game. Go to the website link down below, or go to rl.qq.com. Follow the instructions, and you can play Rocket League in China. I'll have everything I talk about linked down below. And the first thing I wanted to talk about is the game is going to be free to play in China. I'm pretty sure Rocket League's been on Steam in China since the game has been released back in 2015. And Rocket League and Psyonix and Tencent, who I believe are the developers of PUBG Mobile and Call of Duty Mobile, they partnered up and they're releasing a free-to-play version of Rocket League that's going to follow a Chinese free-to-play formula, you could say. They emphasize it's not going to be pay-to-win. The gameplay and the physics and everything like that is still going to be exactly the same, but it's going to follow a free-to-play formula. And if you're familiar with PUBG Mobile or Call of Duty Mobile, you understand how Tencent likes to run their free-to-play modules. I'm expecting Rocket League China to lean more towards the PUBG Mobile formula rather than the Fortnite formula, or the formula that Rocket League is eventually going to go to. Everyone knows that crates are being eliminated from Rocket League, and it's all going to be, you see a skin, you can just buy it. I think over in China is going to be more of the, you grind to either get coins, or you buy coins, which can get you cosmetics. So you can grind 1,000 hours to get the super rare thing, or you can pay $50 and buy it on the spot. That's what I'm assuming, and I'll have screenshots popping up. There's some screenshots of what Rocket League China looks like, and these are from January 10th of this past year. I got this from a Steam user. I'll have his I'll have that link down below, so if you want to scroll through it and look for yourself, you can, but I'll be showing all the images and stuff like that. And there's some interesting things he mentioned in there, but we'll get into that in a minute, because what he mentioned, in my opinion, are, they're not too hot. But if you go over to the Rocket League, the Chinese Rocket League page, just going through, you go, oh yeah, this is, if you remember Call of Duty, what was it? Call of Duty something. It was Chinese Call of Duty. It was free to play Call of Duty pretty much. this webpage looks, I mean, exactly like that. I mean, you get coins by playing way too much, or you buy coins and you get cosmetics. Not gonna lie, some of these cosmetics look kind of cool. I'll let you guys scroll through it and see for yourself, but I mean, from the art of the map and the art of the gold explosion they showed in the trailer, and the art, some of the stuff I'm seeing, it seems like the art in this is gonna be incredible. Which, I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, the skins and stuff they show in Call of Duty Mobile and PUBG Mobile is, you know, incredible as well. So I'm interested to see what all there is, and I'm kind of excited to see you know, some videos or whatever it is. So those are the facts. You know, those are just the facts about the game, and we're just gonna casually roll into the pros and cons. This is a very laid back video, and I'm just kind of jabbering right now. So if I mess something up or whatever, I apologize. Correct me down below. So the big positive, which I think is pretty obvious, is the esports scene. I think China, the game being free to play in China, will open up the game to a lot of players. I know China and Korea love the free to play module, and so I don't think it's going to be a big deal for them. Unlike the rest of the world, doesn't seem to like the free to play module. I mean, it's just different cultures, and so I think tons more people are going to start playing China. I remember reading that, I think it was like like 2018, yeah, last year. The Chinese level of play was about champ 3-ish, and there's only like that was the top, and there's only like a handful of grand champs. So it'll be interesting to see where they're at in 6 months time or a year time, after a plethora of new players get introduced to the game. So I'm really excited for that. I think esports will blow up massively for Rocket League in China. It'll definitely get larger for it being free to play. And I know China loves their esports. I'm pretty sure the Chinese government has made esports a professional sport. Like, it's officially a professional sport, and it's not as like subgenre of sports or anything like that. It is a professional sport over there. So I won't doubt that the big Chinese organizations are going to be looking for top Rocket League players in China and stuff like that. So honestly, if you're a 1600, 1700 player, go move to China right this instant. And if you want to be a pro Rocket League, just move to China. All right? If you're a bubble player, move to China. You know, all you have to do is deal with a corrupt government, but you'll get to play Rocket League professionally. So, you know, pros and cons. Pros and cons. So I think that's the main plus. Obviously, the game's gonna, you know, get more recognition, more popularity, in regards to just more people being able to play it. You know, free to play opens the door for a lot of people to play a game, and Rocket League, I mean, it's not a hard game to run at all. You know, I mean, I think K-Dop mentioned he used to play Rocket League like season 1 RLCS. I think K-Dop was playing on a laptop that ran the game like at 60 frames per second, maybe even less. Like, that's insane. And he was playing pro at the time. And I'm sure there's still other nutty players out there who are like that. He's just the one who came to my mind. So I'm looking forward to the incredible players who are going to come out of China. I guarantee there's going to be some prodigies or something like that. Just incredible nutter butters who will come out of that region. And I think it's going to be fantastic. And with DreamHack Montreal ending a few months ago and having the first Asian team be represented at a major, they're a Japanese team, but, you know, same region. I think the Asian region is slowly building up into, they're going to start competing in Rocket League, and they're going to have major orgs representing Rocket League teams, and that can only mean great things for everyone who plays the game. You know, just more cool stuff's going to come to the game, more events, more money, you know, so make that way the Rocket League pro scene isn't as volatile, which will be fantastic. And overall, I think that'd be very, very, very good. Now, moving on to the cons. The one con, there's that Steam. So there is the Steam thing I have linked down below. The guy was showing images of the store and how the menu's laid out. This might be subject to change because, I mean, this was 10 months ago that or 9 months ago that he released these. But the one thing I'm somewhat worried about is he links this one video of a setting, which he said is actually insanely useful. I'm reading his quote right now. It's almost as if I'm cheating. So it's a ball tractor setting. So when you hit the ball, it shows you with a line exactly where the ball is going to go and where it's going to land. And he goes, this is what it looks like. So I'll have the video playing right now. As you can see, there's this line showing you where the ball is going. And I'm curious as to whether is this real? Is this him having hacks? Like, is this like a Bogasbot thing he downloaded or something like that? Or is this really gonna be in the Chinese version? You know, I mean, I guess we'll find out. And I guess the big thing is, will this be useful? My opinion, high level Rocket League, no. I think the line will be too distracting. The gameplay's way too fast. Doesn't matter. All right. Low level gameplay, I think it might help out. And so I think it will put players who don't belong in a rank at that rank. You know, they'll be at a high, they'll kind of get boosted because of it. But in the end, I think people will end up ditching it. And I don't think it'll be too big of a problem. Like, it's helpful, but I don't think it's that helpful. I think most players will find it annoying. There is a point to argue, like, oh, they're just lowering the skill ceiling. But at the very top, even mid-level, like plat, diamond ranks, I think the game's too fast. Maybe just diamond. I think it might help up the plat. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if this is in the game, though. I am curious about that. Other than that, for cons, I was going through the Twitter responses that Arto, the art of the guy where I originally saw the tweet, saying that the China Rocket League version had been released. I was going through that, and there's two replies that really caught my attention. And the two were, someone said, I wonder if it includes the Taiwanese flag. And he goes, just to clarify, many games like Football Manager are banned in China for recognizing Taiwan, Tibet, presumably Hong Kong, as independent countries, even as just with the appearance of the flag. Now, this is all speculation, but I'm assuming those flags won't be in it if Football Manager's banned for having those flags. I'm guessing the Chinese version won't have it, which means, like, it means there's not going to be a cosmetic flag for your country, which for some people is a really big deal. Some people love repping their countries, you know? America's one of the biggest countries that loves to rep their country. Like, people in America are so proud of being American. Like, we'll poop on our country all the time, right? You know, but someone talks bad about us. We're pulling out double barrel shotguns and trench guns and American flags and bald eagles, and we're fighting you. You get what I'm saying? So that will be interesting. It might turn some people away from the game. I don't think it's too big of a problem, but I think it is worth mentioning, especially everything going on with China right now. China's not sitting pretty with the rest of the world. If you look at Blizzard banning the Hearthstone player over him saying free Hong Kong on a live stream, on Blizzard's live stream, I should clarify. Him getting banned and then them unbanning him and just suspending him, all that mumbo jumbo. The NBA kind of like sucking up to China and stuff like that might have some people worried about, is China gonna start influencing Epic and Psyonix decision making, or start being like, hey, so and so streamer or professional player on his stream, like let's just say Squishy, the biggest streamer right now. They'll just be like, hey, Squishy said such and such, and we as the Chinese government don't like that, you should reprimand him or suspend him or something like that. And does China have the power? Like, will Psyonix / Epic be, strong armed by China? Some people might worry about that. It's a tricky boat to be in, honestly. And I mean, I guess we'll have to see. I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. I think it'll be okay. I'm more, honestly, I think I'm probably more worried about the line coming out of the ball, the trajectory line coming out of the ball, telling you where the ball's going, more than the Chinese strong arming Psyonix. That's just my personal opinion. Maybe the game blows up in China, and we'll have to start worrying about that. But that's to be seen. Alrighty, so that's it for Rocket League China. Let me know what your thoughts down below. Are you excited to see what's going to come out of China in terms of players, game content, anything like that? Are you concerned about China's stronghold in people? Are you excited to see their customization items? Do you like their free-to-play Let me know what you think down below. I think overall this is an extremely positive thing for the game. The only reason I think there's even a negative is because of the whole Hong Kong China protests going on right now, and that's the only con I can really think of about the game. If there's ones you can think of, let me know down below. I'm always up for discussion. That's what this whole thing is about. I wanted to create an environment where you can discuss your thoughts and opinions, and you can talk about it. So let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.